They got a shotgun twist here. uh, we're just gonna just do some random stuff because I don't know what else to do until the next update comes for the new character. That means new quests and stuff, maybe new events as well. So we're just gonna be. If we're not gonna do the whole 5 hours today, if I can't find stuff to do, then we're just gonna do probably a good 3 hours today. So let's get started. And I'm just gonna play the game like this since I forgot to set it up to see the comments. So I would just have to look at like my tablet to look at to see who comments on my videos while I'm live right now.
Trust me, Reap. Gosh, all I can think about is Emerge, right here.
Time for retribution!
A sight to behold. Emerge, right here. Emerge. A fresh maneuver! Allow me! Right here. Is that all? Dear me. Emerge. Oh. Right now. Billowing surge. Rest and rebuild.
A walk would be nice.
Right!
Certainly worth the extra mile. One man's stone.
Hold the line! Rest and rebuild!
Burn!
Hold the line! Emerge! Right here! Right now!
I will have order.
Allow me! Torrent, bring refuge! Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro. Hold the line! Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hard.
I need a more physically demanding job.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the schedule you made and tick the items off one by one. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule? I imagine this must have taken Baishir completely by surprise. Sure, there's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated. Still, your idea is very sensible. Mora can only lift a weary spirit. It cannot alleviate physical fatigue. So then, the days ahead of us. Any ideas on how to spend it? Something I never have time for. Ah, have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps? Yes. It's based on classic chess, but with different rules. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way. So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards. I'm constantly revising and expanding it. So far, there are over 30 editions. True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules? I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue. One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile. No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible. And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it? I am indeed. Many of them, in fact. My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece. It seems only fitting for someone of your status. Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day, including myself. Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form. Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Oh, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
You already know each other?
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take his measurements today.
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume? There was no porcelain involved in that. As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the prime of my youth and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. I see how it is. In which case, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that. I'm kidding. It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again, anytime.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can I do for you today?
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the traveler's measurements here.
Okay, let me just double check. Looks good. This has all the measurements we need. I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production. I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top-quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
That's okay. This one is not for profit. With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind. But this one serves more of a commemorative purpose. To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time, but I haven't once followed up on the progress. Yes, and just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also, not-for-profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang. How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd. But shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people. Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past. Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought. She must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile. Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I can think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return. You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor. It was the deal of the century, and as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how he wants it. we can't go letting him down.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Well, that's that then. Let's head back to the Jade Chamber. There's something I want to discuss with you.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Feel free to take a look around. Feel free to take a look around.
Join the Adventurers Guild. Where has Master gone this time? Blast.
What should I put in my litter? New stock at Seago Antiques? Bad news for my purse.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
The Adventurers Guild.
What should I
You'll
put in my
have a
litter?
blast.
New stock at Seago Antiques? Bad news for my purse.
Feel free to take a look around.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Yae Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
I have a question for you, and I'd like to hear your honest opinion. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all? Thank you. Yes, you see things the way they are, however they may appear on the surface. I was lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. I just thought we should do what needed to be done, and this was a decision that only I could make. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. So, to lose Leo Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just didn't work. I was grief-stricken. Like a huge part of my heart was suddenly missing. Because I had just severed ties with a lifelong companion. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't. There was no way I could console myself. So why bother trying? But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation. And I did it for the sake of Leo Harbor. And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination. All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain. Because, to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine. This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you. The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am. Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more, taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me. And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
Need a more.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction. Breathtaking.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat. This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of him. He happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited him to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with him, too. Do you mind if he sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too. I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. There's so many questions I'd love to ask you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Look at me, getting all overexcited. I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other markets. That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too. So, the rumors are true, then?
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know, the rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having a closer than average relationship. You haven't heard? Come on, you must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today. Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire him on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental, I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose.
Investment opportunities? Oh, do you mean the luminescent spine business? I hear that's been all the rage recently.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent spines to make it work?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames? I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say, but I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every more you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything. Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with. Lady Ningguang, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I didn't know how much we'd get through, but you've answered every question I wanted to ask.
Good. I'm glad I could be of some help.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful business person in Liyue Harbor. You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would take me a very long time to come anywhere close to your level.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored? Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? Ah, so you want to be my competitor. Well then, I suppose I'll have to start looking over my shoulder. Or how about this? I'll invest in you early on, before you make it big.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon. Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? Although, I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along. Good, then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little. Come on, the auction is being held at Yujing Terrace.
Lady Ningguang must know what she's doing, though.
Lady Ningguang, what brings you here?
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned, so I just came to see how everything is going.
We're about ready, and people are starting to arrive. I think we should be able to start on time.
Very good. I think I'll host the auction myself.
Huh? You want to do it yourself?
Yes, just in case anything untoward happens. I can take care of it myself.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you. But we'll be sure to lend our full support behind the scenes.
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate this time? You don't have to bid, of course. Just experience the atmosphere. All right, then. Feel free to take a look around the venue before it kicks off. Check out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in. It's about time to start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll kick things off. Yes? What is it? That's for you to make a considered judgment on. It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can accept, then you let someone else take it. Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the person who values the item the most. Yes, you should look forward to it. The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora. That's 10,000 mora for the teacup.
20,000!
30,000!
50,000.
80,000! 80,000 over here!
I'll raise that to 100,000!
120.
All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
150 once?
170?
180,000.
Mm-mm.
180 once? 180 twice? 180. Sold!
Yeah, it's mine now.
Okay then. Moving straight on to the next lot. You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything. Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items could fetch such a huge price at auction. Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers? I'm sure they'll give you the answers you're looking for.
Huh? You want to know why I paid so much? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Because the previous owner was Lady Ningguang. Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but that's probably just because I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't know how to appreciate it. But I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich.
Today wasn't my day. Didn't manage to snag much. There were too many bidders, and they all seemed like experts to me. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction. Someday, I'll be the lucky one.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted. Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for. So how much I make just depends on how many people are even bigger fans of Ningguang than I am.
Well, did you find the answer yet? That's certainly part of it, but every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market in and of themselves. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. I wonder, Is faith in me really the only factor in their appraisal of the item's value? You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, I have a million more effective ways of achieving that than hosting an auction. Every participant in this auction was handpicked by me, based on certain intelligence.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction. As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies of things like these? They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you! Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
You... Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business with you after that. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because you trusted me. But is that really the full story?
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for. A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me, and passed through several pairs of hands before finally ending up in yours, and those of your fellow bidders today.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me. Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of. So I ask you again, your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust, or was it greed? The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll return it. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him. The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Determining who has legal ownership would be an extremely long-winded process, with each item being assessed on a case-by-case basis. Even Yenfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my claims. I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. Least of all, when they'd be looking to make a handsome profit from my misfortune. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative, so I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop to all this nonsense. I just wanted my things back. Hardly an unusual sentiment. At most, a little childish, perhaps. Which is another reason why I didn't tell anybody about my plan. What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force, while the energy within triggered that spectacular explosion. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, from the stone walls and wooden beams down to the smallest ornament, contributed to its total weight. But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it. Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. Let me show you what makes it so special. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this one now has the story of another age to tell.
Rest and rebuild!
cashing in time and Mora for power. Interesting.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how strange. Me too. I'm joking, of course. I slept like a baby. Sorry to disappoint you. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule? I imagine this must have taken Baishir completely by surprise. Sure, there's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Still, your idea is very sensible. So then, the days ahead of us. Have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps? It's called Liyue Millennial, based on classic chess, but with different rules. When I was designing it, I introduced a lot of I'm constantly revising and expanding it. True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules? I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on... One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile. No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible. And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it? I am indeed. Many of them, in fact. My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece. It seems only fitting for someone of your status. Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event, everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form. Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Oh, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
You already know each other?
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take his measurements today.
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many. As it happens,
Yingar is every bit as proficient as in—
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. I see how it is. In which case, you'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that. I'm kidding. It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the Traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are—
Don't worry, I know. Secrets are only fun when they're
just—
You're always welcome.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hello, Lady Ningguang.
That chess piece I told you about?
Okay.
Good. And as—
Of course. Although, I don't mean just the material.
That's okay. With every to that point, as you know— Yes. And just like your piece—
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also not for profit. How do I put it?
In business, everything— But shrewdness is easily perceived as hardly the worst thing in the world of— Well, for another case is where I offered distinctly more— That Ningguang, they thought—
I see.
But these— Why? Because the whole of Leo witnessed me destroying my— At least, that's the—
Oh, I get it. You're not seeking to— It was the deal—
Yes.
Truly a brilliant— Now I understand why—
It will be a lot of work. Make sure the Traveler's piece—
Don't you worry.
Well, there's something I want to discuss with you.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
I have a question for you. And I'd like to hear your aunt. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really— When we were at Mingxing, when you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all? Yes. Well, at the time, it seemed to me that sacrificing the Jade Chamber was the inevitable decision. All that talk about making up for my losses was really just to console myself. I was lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Liyue Harbor. But it just didn't work. Because I had just I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. There was no way I could console myself. But as time went by, I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation. All of this was so encouraging because to most people, this is one aspect of the fact that... Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now. And if I end up having to...
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Stories. They make for really dull reading.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the schedule you... So, what's item... I imagine this must have... Sure. There's no harm. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, so it'll be quite nice to... I don't often feel tired. Still, your idea... So then, the days ahead... Something... interesting. Before I decide, I'd like to know, what gave you this idea? Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities. Yes, you're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate about you. You see things the way they are, rather than how they appear. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Is that okay by you? Thank you. All right, here it is. I've always thought it would be fun to recapture what life was like before I joined the Liyue Qixing. I was born into a humble family, and all the wealth you see now began with a single haul of fish. I had to. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Fishing isn't the half of it. You'd be amazed at some of the odd jobs I've worked in my time. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be their errand runner back in the day. They were tough times, But I had a clear goal and plenty of motivation. If I didn't make any money in the morning, I'd have no food for lunch. I guess that's why I came to be so obsessed with Mora. I want to relive that time for my life. Feel some of that drive again. Take a trip down memory lane. So how about it? Will you join me? Great. Then let me lay down the ground rules. We're not to use our status or reputation in Liyue Harbor to our advantage, and we have no starting capital. The goal is to see how much more we can make under these conditions. I can see why you'd suggest that. You're thinking I could use my knowledge of how Mora works to my advantage and make a lot of money there. But Northland Bank is a special case. I rather suspect I would not be welcome there. Yes, and also... Never mind. I'll just show you. It won't eat up too much time. I expect they still hold a grudge against me to this day.
Up. My fur will be dripping wet. Huh. Lady Ningguang, I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble for the Fatui. With all due respect, too much official pressure will risk driving our bank out of business.
There's no need to be so hostile. I'm just here to talk business. So, are you in business or not?
That depends on the proposal, and it's not my decision alone. But first, tell me, why should we believe that you really are here for business? Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry, but none of us here can afford that.
Straight to the point, I see. Works for me. Traveler, we're leaving. Let's not waste any more of our time here. Do you see what I mean now? Their attitude was just as I expected. That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely. I dealt them a rather ruthless blow with the size of the reparations payment I imposed. This sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are still wary of me to this day. Yes, with some exceptions, but that is more or less correct. If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard. They are more than just a commercial organization. That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions of that great battle. But that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our fun little survival game. Now that you mention it, yes. We're being watched. What are they plotting this time? My thoughts exactly. But we need to be discreet. If they realize we're onto them, then we'll lose the element of surprise. Let's act natural, determine who our tail is, then lure them somewhere more deserted so we can catch them. Keep moving, just walk forward at a normal pace and don't do anything to give away that we suspect anything.
The key here is consumer psychology. Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a
We have some new items in.
Okay, I think we have a few potential suspects. There's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll see only a handful of people have been watching us constantly. But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail. Agreed. Whoever it is will continue to follow us. I think we've narrowed it down a little further. But let's stay calm until we're 100% sure. It shouldn't take much longer. I think I have the answer. Let's get out of his line of sight and sneak up on him. Don't get the wrong person, though, or all our efforts will have been for nothing.
What are you doing?
Come now. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you sneaking around?
What? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, and I don't know what they're paying you. But let's make a deal. How cooperative you are now decides how much immunity I give you when this gets investigated. Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves when push comes to shove? Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract my offer?
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was just to follow you, I promise, that's it. When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We figured you must be up to something, but your brief conversation left us none the wiser as to your intentions. We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get to the bottom of it before we could put our minds at rest.
I know they're wary of me, but this is still an overreaction, surely. This all feels very suspicious. There must be more to this than he is letting on. I only took you there to demonstrate how tense things are. Somehow we only tested the waters, but ended up with the catch of the day. Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes. They would have seen this and reported back.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind. No time. I'll just have to improvise. Keep him with you. Do not let him slip away.
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible. She wouldn't have shown up here out of the blue without good reason. Keep investigating. We must ascertain her intentions.
So much commotion. This must be an important meeting.
Oh, great.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the contents of this particular meeting. This simplifies things.
So, you are here to investigate us after all. Where did you get wind of this?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit, and your first reaction was to immediately arrange a sizable surveillance operation with myself as the target. You couldn't have advertised your guilty conscience more clearly if you'd tried. You may as well come clean. You know I will not turn a blind eye to any violation of the rules in Liyue Harbor.
Even if we cooperate with her investigation, she's bound to find problems even where there are none. Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book. The Northland Bank has no obligation to cooperate, even with a member of the Liyue Qixing.
Fine by me. Then I'll take my time. But you'll be begging to tell me everything by the time I'm through.
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
I'm always watching.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
Ugh, too salty.
people must have iron stomachs.
Wow.
Should I
Lyra's really got a lot going for it.
Overeaten. Should I save this money? Invest it?
Lyra's really got a lot.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. Come on out.
Right here.
Verdict is...
Solidify! Solidify! Order guide you!
Thanks to the people who ever followed me on the PlayStation. I guess they're also fans of Genshin.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Amber, reporting. Bet you can't keep up with me. show them. Right now. Emerge. I won't let you down. Right here. Right now. No one escapes my sights! Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Solidify! Quake!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
We'll need a strategy.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Hold the line!
A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge.
Time for retribution!
Show them. Right here. Right now.
here.
Burn! This is order. Gather.
Nothing lasts forever. Ha! Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Gather.
Emerge. Right here.
Burn.
Rest and rebuild. Uphill battle. Right now. Emerge. Right now. What a nuisance. Well, what do we have here?
Time for retribution! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ha! Order guide you. Stabilize.
Hold the line. Rest and rebuild.
Verdict is...
Allow me. Rest and rebuild.
Show them. Right here. Emerge.
Stabilize. I will have order. Stabilize.
A sight to behold. Right now. Emerge.
Allow me.
Right here. Right now.
This is order. Stabilize.
Show them. Emerge. Right now.
Burn. Stabilize!
Hold the line!
Fry! Fry!
Preston, Reebok! Right here, right now.
Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Don't tell me that's everything.
Come with me. Back at ya!
Stabilize! Order guide you. Verdict is...
Back at ya! You haven't won yet.
Solidify!
Allow me!
Rise!
doesn't end in hope!
Verdict is... I will have order. Rise! Ha! Ha! Crumble! Ha! Ha!
Trust and rebuild!
Quake! Ha! Time for retribution!
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
I trust you.
To ashes!
Burn! Ha! Ha! Rise! Careless! Stabilize! Order guide you! Verdict is... Retribution! Solidify! This is order. Stabilize! Retribution!
To ashes!
Stabilize! I will have order. Stabilize.
Hold the line.
Verdict is...
Guess we can rest a bit.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Judgment! Yeah.
Retribution! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Huh? Eyes on me!
Burn!
You can't run! Punishment! Hold the line! Judgment! At least no more work. Allow me! You can't run! Judgment! Kiss!
Verdict is... Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Rest and reboot!
Hold the line!
All right, amuse me.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest.
You know, I forgot all about this island. I forgot that I even, you know, do everything. I forgot what was I supposed to do in the first place. Hmm? The hell? Wait, who's talking? Wait, what? Alright, I got lost there for a moment.
Don't
Yeah.
we have a job to do?
Yeah, I forgot all about this place. No. I mean, I can see them, so does that count?
I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge. Hold the line.
Don't tell me that's everything.
I honestly forgot what I had to do here. What was I supposed to do? Well, obviously I gotta clear most of this fog up out of this island, but how to do that, I do not know. Well, I forgot. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me. Luckily, it's not gonna wake up, but that scared me. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just climbing random things. Alright, we're gonna end it here because I'm not sure what else to do. I was thinking about going to where was I? Yeah, this. I was planning on doing Spur of Abyss for a moment, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until next week to do it. So we're gonna end it here, and tomorrow we'll come back and play. We'll play Horizon Forbidden West. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.